The beats in my head. The beats in my head. The beats in my head. I don't want to be dead. My blood bleeds red. Make sure you eat till you're fed. But make sure you eat food. I don't want to be rude. But I am that dude. Oh! Oh, boy. What's up, Internet? Can you say that? Am I showing my age if I say, what's up, Internet? If I say, what's going on out there, cyberspace? Am I showing my age too much? Probably, as I adjust my camera just a little bit. Ooh, yeah. So this is a Monday edition. It's not even Thursday yet. A Monday edition. What was on my mind today? Well, it's crazy. I was scrolling through social media, and I saw a friend of mine. Um, sorry about that. It's a smoothie with cherries, and sometimes those pits they get in there a little bit. But I was scrolling through social media, and I saw one of my friends' pictures pop up, and it pretty much showed their picture. I'm not gonna show their. I'm not gonna do that, but the picture pretty much showed that they had basically all the warning. Well, you could see some of the warning signs of diabetes, right? You could literally see them um, just by looking at the picture. And you probably say, well, don't you need to have like a glucose test or go get some labs done or go see a physician? Well, yeah, you can do that. You can go to a clinic, you can go to a health screening, you can do any of those things, have your blood sugar tested, you can get your A1C tested, et cetera, et cetera. But sometimes there are signs that show that you're most likely pre-diabetic or diabetic, just by looking at some of the warning signs on the outside before we get inside with the blood and everything. But I'll get into that in a second. But formal introductions and things. What's up, everyone? Charles Austin here, the cancer preventer. Okay. And I am here to you live on a Monday afternoon just because I wanted to drop some nuggets that I thought maybe needed to be dropped. Because it's, like I said, the picture was so interesting. And this person has shown these signs for many years. So I would be interested in knowing what this person's lab results were, just to see if you could have the correlation. But it's just interesting how many signs and symptoms that your body will give you to let you know that there's a problem, and people ignore them. They really ignore them. So that's what I want to do real quick. It's just a quick little video just to kind of go over some of the warning signs that you might actually be diabetic. So again, as always, since you love the channel, subscribe to the channel. Since you like the video, like the video. Since you want everybody to know about this video and everything that's on my channel, share the channel out, share the video out. Make sure if you do check it out, give it a like. It helps with that algorithm. And again, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and X at Fitness Charles. All right. So real quick. Yes, my handle is Fitness Charles, but I think people think, and I think when I first got into social media, I was a lot about fitness. I mean, I've had this handle forever, and I just don't get rid of it. I've been thinking about changing it, but I have everything linked to it, so I'm like, why change it? So I think a lot of people sometimes they say, man, fitness. This dude just he talks about fitness. Well, no. Like, check this out. Here's the definition of fitness: the condition of being physically fit and healthy. Okay, an organism's ability to survive. All right. Um, the quality of being fit, the capacity to survive and reproduce. Can refer to physical health, suitability, quality, etc. So fitness doesn't necessarily mean like exercise. Your fitness is like sometimes you have mental fitness. Okay, how well is your brain working? You can have emotional fitness. There's many different types of fitness. So I just wanted to say that just because it was on my mind. Um, but anyway, real quick, like I said, this video is not about fitness. This video is about warning signs that you might be diabetic. All right, so real quick, what is type 2 diabetes for all the folks that are from Planet Zoomon or something? As I drink a fruit and vegetable smoothie, which is a great way to keep blood sugar in check, a great way to prevent diabetes, right? This smoothie has water. This smoothie has a speck of cranberry juice. This smoothie has hemp seeds. We also have some cherries, spinach, and blueberry all in here. Okay. But what is type 2 diabetes? This is a condition in which the body cannot use insulin correctly and blood sugar builds up in the blood. Long story short, this is like the definition that everybody likes to give. I believe if you go over here, to my, I'm pretty sure that I made a video on this exact topic. Because, there's a lot of, I don't know what the number is as far as how many people are diabetic, but it should be in my chronic disease playlist. And I need to make it, I'm probably going to add this one to that. I need to update my playlist. What is a stroke? What is cancer? Maybe I don't have one. Or maybe I didn't put it on here, but I'm pretty sure I did a video on what is diabetes, but if I didn't, maybe I need to do one. What was this one here? I swear I don't want to play a video of me. You already got enough of me. No, I don't want to see me. Get out of there, me. That's when my hair was up. Anywho, I'm pretty sure I did a video on, maybe I did one on eliminating. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. And see, I can't even find that one. I need to update my playlist to make everything more organized and all that good stuff. But anywho, what is diabetes? The main thing about diabetes, y'all, is you have this organ in your body called a pancreas. It's supposed to secrete this stuff called insulin. And then when you're type 2 diabetic, your blood sugar is so high that your pancreas is like, I can't even keep up. So that'll wear out your pancreas. Easy way to wear out your pancreas, and that be the cause of death. But again, the blood sugar is built up in the blood, okay, and now you can't process that blood sugar. The whole point of us consuming food is in order to get that energy into our cells. And if you can't get that energy into your cells, you're going bye-bye. That means 6 feet under. If you can't get the energy into your cells, you're dead. And that's the issue with type 2 diabetes. And we're not going to get into the details on that, because I want to focus on the warning signs, but I want to at least tell you what it is. And let me tell you a little bit about some mortality rate. Now, this was just a quick little research. This data is as of 2021, and trust me, it's getting, and you don't have to trust me. We can do this real quick, but this is as of 2021, and it's definitely getting worse. Hey, Google, are diabetes cases on the rise?
Yes, diabetes cases are on the rise globally. The number of people living with diabetes more than quadrupled from 1990 to 2022.
What? Does that say quadrupled? Okay. So we know it's on the rise. Okay, we know it's on the rise. We said it quadrupled from what was that, 1990 to 2022. But this is just data from 2021, just telling you that a bunch of people are dying from this. 1.6 million deaths as of 2000. That was in 2021, with 47%. That's nearly half. 50% of these deaths, if we average and round it up, right? Y'all can see the data right in front of me. 47%, almost 50% of these deaths occurring before the age of 70. That means people are dying too early. This is when we get into the whole thing about, as some of y'all probably know, I teach high school, and I had a student ask me, um, I had a student ask me, would you rather? This is what they asked me. They asked me, would you rather live long and healthy or die fat and happy? That's what they asked me. And I said, well, if you live long and healthy, you already are happy. Because they were trying to make it seem like when you have to eat healthy, which that's another video I'm gonna have to do. There's so many videos I haven't done that I have to do. But that's another video. What is healthy? People don't even know what that means. They just throw the term around, healthy. But as if eating healthy is miserable, right? So they equate eating healthy foods as miserable, and they say, well, would you rather die living long and healthy or fat and happy? And I'm like, well, if you're healthy, you're happy. If you're dead, you're dead. Like that's a no brainer. But anywho, so you can see that these people are dying too early. You're not supposed to die before you're 70. You're not. Care what anybody told you. You're not supposed to die before you're 70. Okay. I don't even like people dying before they're 90. Shoot, I don't even like people dying before they're 100. Why not just make the century mark? Outside of freak accidents. But anywho, as it says, the death rate peaked from 31.1 deaths to 100,000 people per 100,000 people in 2001. So again, peaked, but we're getting worse, as we just looked up online just a second ago. So let's go through 5 signs real quick. So 5 signs that you are diabetic, right? And look, all I did is type this in real quick. Black patches. Oops, that's not right. There we go. Black patches and diabetes. That's all I typed in. So this is a condition called, let's see if we can, acanthosis nigricans. Man, let's see how we pronounce this. See if we can pronounce this, y'all. Pronunciation. Oh, they don't even have a AI on this. The AI don't even know how to say it. Anyway, so again, what this is, as it says, black patches on the skin can be a sign of diabetes or prediabetes. These patches are often found in areas with skin folds, right, like the neck, armpits, the groin, etc. And they result from high insulin levels causing skin cells to multiply too quickly, leading to thickened, velvety skin. Now, the patches themselves are not dangerous. They can indicate poor blood glucose control or an underlying condition. Again, it's always important to get this confirmation, but these are signs. Now, let's see if we can find some pictures here real quick. It's all over the place with these pictures. All over the place. But yeah, there's a good one. When we start seeing stuff like this, like right at a neck fold, right? See, here's another one. Looks like it's at a neck fold. Some of this other stuff is not for this particular thing. But yeah, this is what we're talking about. Let's see if we can find this. Oh, I already looked it up. Let's see if we can find this thing here and then find some images. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So as you can see, look at this patchy skin here. You see the patchy skin around the neck again, around the knuckles right here, around the neck. Right around here. And then it happens on the cheeks a lot, believe it or not. I see that all the time among diabetics. But the neck, creases of the elbows and arms and things like that. These are all examples of that patchy, blackish, dark colored skin that can happen, and could be a sign of diabetes. Okay, so again, we're talking about the black patches. Again, they're not necessarily dangerous. The patches in the skin, but it could be an example to show you that it could be a sign that you have diabetes. So that's number one. Let's go to number two. All right. Here we go. So if you don't have black patches on your skin, you may have dark circles under your eyes. And this is specifically one of the things that I noticed. Like I said, I started this stream out by talking about the fact that I noticed a friend on social media had some of these signs. It was mainly the patchy skin, but I also saw the dark circles. And we're not talking about getting bags from a poor night's sleep or something like that. We're talking about an actual. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, we're talking about actual discoloration, right? So if you look on my eyes, but what you'll notice is the coloration is pretty even. Okay, but when you're diabetic, when you have those black, they'll kind of go all through here, patches. I'll see if I can find some of these images for y'all. But that's what we're talking about. So dark circles under the eyes can be a sign of high blood sugar levels in people with diabetes. High blood sugar can damage the small blood vessels, leading to poor circulation under the eyes, which can cause a buildup of a pigment and result in dark coloration. So again, these are the signs that the body is trying to tell you that there's something wrong. Yeah. Let's see if we can find any. You always want to have a good image because some of this stuff is like makeup. None of these are the best pictures. But just imagine the whole area just kind of. This one's not bad, but I wouldn't say that's one. But again, if you look in the mirror and you say, "Man, I got these circles under my eyes," that may be an indicator that you might want to go get your blood sugar checked immediately. Okay, because we said diabetes is fatal. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how well you manage it. It's going to kill you unless you cure it. Okay. If you don't cure the diabetes, it's going to kill you. All right, here's another one. Sign number 3, blurred vision. Okay, so blurred vision can be a significant indicator of diabetes. It may occur as an early warning sign or as a result of poorly managed blood sugar. Complications such as diabetic retinopathy, cataracts, and glaucoma can lead to blurry vision, and these conditions may require medical treatment. So again, fluctuations in blood sugar levels can cause both temporary and long-term vision problems. So if your vision is notoriously blurry, that means you have a blood flow issue, and now it's affecting your eyesight. So this could be another thing. So if you notice that you have some patches around your neck, armpits, right? And what we're going to do is I'm going to paint the perfect, before I get out of here in a few minutes, because I got to go over these last two. But what I'm going to do at the end is I'm going to paint the perfect diabetic. I'm not going to paint anything, but I'm just going to tell you what that is. Okay? All right, here's the next one. Slow healing wounds and cuts. All right? So, as a result of your body's... oh, wait, no. That's not where I wanted to read. Where'd it go? Anyway, I can explain it to you. Anyway, so slow healing cuts and wounds, right? So again, wound healing is about blood flow. All of this, if you're noticing, is all coming back to blood flow. So if you notice that you cut yourself, you have an accident or something, and the wound just is slow to heal and it's not getting better in the time that you think it should, there's a problem with blood flow. All right, there's a cell called thrombocyte, right? And these are the actual cells that's a technical term for the clotting cells, right? So when you cut yourself, those cells run to the area and they clot up the area. But if you have an issue with blood flow, those cells can't get to the area as fast, and now you have slow wound healing. All right, so that could be another sign. That's number 4. And then number 5, tingling numbness or pain in the hands or feet. Okay, now this is what is referred to as diabetic neuropathy. And again, I don't have to really look this up for y'all, but this is about blood flow again. Okay. Let's see what it says here. Nerve damage that happens because of poor blood flow. Okay, believe it or not, your nerves need blood, they need nutrients, they need oxygen, all that kind of stuff. If they're not getting it, now they're going to have an issue with sending the right signals, having the right sensations, and now you may notice issues with numbness and tingling. Okay, so there's 5 signs right there, 5 signs that you are diabetic. Now, like I said a second ago, it's relative. The easiest way to know if you're diabetic is to get your blood sugar checked, right? But if you don't want to do that, for whatever reason, you just want to say, what are some of the things that I can focus on to know if I'm diabetic? Well, here's the perfect candidate to be diabetic. Number 1, overweight. So let's see. What is the category? What is the categories? What are the of overweight? It's a terrible little search, but it'll pull it up anyway. Weight. I didn't even type it in. What is? So they're gonna go to the BMI chart, which is cool. I don't really like it too much, but it's a basic guide to let you know where your weight is. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll give you, they're not really doing it here. I'd have to do a different search. But we don't have to get into the weeds on that because I'm getting ready to get off this stream here. But the point is, if you're overweight, that's one problem, okay? 2, if you have high blood pressure. So if you're overweight and you have high blood pressure, those are 2 issues that make it more likely for you to have diabetes. Number 3, again, the patches. I see it all the time. All you have to do is go to the grocery store and see anybody with those patches around their cheek and look around their neck. So if you notice some of those things, and then if you notice that you have like patchy skin, don't even have to be dark. It can be like dry, patchy skin. That's a problem with blood flow. Your skin should be hydrated and moisturized, right? So if you notice the dry, flaky skin, that's another sign. There's a bunch of signs, but those are some of the most common ones. So if you're overweight, have high blood pressure, tell you what, let's do it like this. If you're overweight, have high blood pressure, have dry, dark, patchy skin or just patchy skin by itself, and you consume dairy products, you probably have diabetes. Okay? More than likely. And if you don't have diabetes, it just means you haven't had your blood sugar checked enough to confirm it. But more than likely, if you're overweight, have high blood pressure, notice the dry, patchy skin, and you consume dairy products like milk, cheese, ice cream, butter, stuff like that, you probably are diabetic. And I would say run to the nearest health screening, run to the nearest blood check to see what your blood sugar is. Because the thing about diabetes is, let's see if I can find that video. The thing about diabetes is you can cure it. That's the crazy thing. You don't have to have diabetes. And I know I got it on here somewhere. I know I got it. I just wanted to show it so y'all know it's there and how to find it. This is crazy. Whenever you want to find something, that's when you can't find it. I know it's here. All these videos, as I scroll through these, if any of these pique your fancy, go check it out, man. Like, if any of this affects your stress, dangers of stress, avoid cholesterol meds. If you're on cholesterol medication right now, get off. I mean, nope, I can't. I am not a doctor. I can't tell you what to do. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. But watch the video. What else? But anyway, I was looking for a specific video. Hey, better health, better sex. Hey, hey, hey. Gotta finish my smoothie. Oh, there it is. So this one's about eliminating diabetes medication. Oh, without. Yeah, getting rid of diabetes without medication. There you go. So anybody who is diabetic or knows somebody, I encourage you to check this one out. This is 3 years old. Who knows what I can talk about now? 3 years of information later. Oh my goodness. But anywho, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll. But I did just want to give you some of the warning signs of diabetes. And again, just to review, they are number one, dark patchy skin around the neck and creases of the body, dark circles around your eye, numbness, tingling in the hands and feet. What were the other two? Blurred vision, and what was the last one? Slow healing wounds. Yeah, slow healing wounds. So if you notice any of those things regularly, I would encourage you to get checked out by a health professional. All right, but I'm done with this one. A quick one here real quick. Check it out, share it out. As always, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content on the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and X at Fitness Charles. Share this video out. Like the video when you watch it. And then if you have questions, drop them in the comment box. Even if you have comments, hey, drop the comments. Let me know that you learned something. Do you think everything I just said is BS? I mean, whatever. Give me your worst. I'll be here live every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time, for Thriving Thursday. If you have suggestions, DM me, drop a comment. Hey, I want to know about this. Be happy to give you what you asked for, if I can. All right, I'll check y'all next time. Next time I see y'all be Thursday or sooner if I decide to do another stream. Otherwise, be happy.